At Blistopia, when people enter, they're first given a stamp on their arm, which is the human body, but there's circles there where the chakras should all be.
It's a good look for you.
Welcome, we're ready to receive.
And as they enter a space, a flowing space called a living womb, they're told by the oracle there that they have basically almost 3 hours to get all their chakras aligned.
Before 11:11, so that we can all transcend together.
They have to find 7 gurus, one for each chakra.
They all have such wise words to share, and they're willing to give it to you this evening if you are ready to receive it. And if you are feeling comfortable, I would like to mention that everything in this room is part of the Oracle collection, also available online.
And do whatever the guru requires.
You're ready? No!
In order to get their chakra aligned. In this whole setup that involves a psychic battle that's going to take place at the very end of the evening. And that's the climax of our event, is a psychic battle. My name is Brian Snyder. I've been involved in Fishbon for about 10 years, and my side of things is the theatrical. Fishbon is really known for its events, like its themed costume events. So we'll pick a theme, choose a theme, and then we'll take our space here, the Pescadrome, and redesign it to match the theme. So whatever the theme is, people come dressed to sort of match that theme. The idea of satire in our productions is something that I feel is like a healthy role that Fishbon fulfills in our community. And we're trying to do it in a loving way because we do love these things that we satirize, and yet we try to have people have fun, but can also let people step outside of their egos and take themselves less seriously. It's kind of like inoculizing people against their own egos.
This room is the main performance space and also the dance space. So there would be, in almost any Fishbon event, there's dancing, there's lounging, but also there's always a theatrical component, and the stage was always in this room. I'm Clay Bodine, and I was one of the 3 original founders of Fishbon, which is an arts, science, and technology collaborative in Santa Barbara, California. Some awesome photos from past events. We had a large cast of creative people who were interested in doing complex and interesting things, but something that wouldn't be able to function on a commercial level. So we all volunteered our time and created spectacle. I think that the number one and really most important aspect of what we were trying to do creatively was have fun together as a group of artists.
Okay, send it out, okay.
So it was half engineers and half artists, because those 2 people are both sides of a coin.
It was just like a little comedy, you know, comedy relief. Like Lucy in a capsule, you know?
I think it's one of the most vibrant and innovative things that is occurring in the whole area.
And the people that found that interesting would come and play. My name is Dominic, and I'm one of the founders of Fishbon.
So what's going on here today?
We're trying something a little bit different. We are trying to get the people that would go to a party to actually build the party themselves. So about 4 times a year, we would work for 2 months on a party. Music, dance, art, completely new decor. We're trying to fight the pink by adding some very manly objects.
Like some balls?
Like some balls, costumes.
All these things that people found, they all work together by just cutting, stapling, hot gluing.
somebody would take on lighting and study lighting.
Everything now is done with LEDs. Every single light in here that will shine through the paper will be an LED.
We were just working on the science of events.
Right about the time I got involved in Fishbon, they had an event called Twisted Village.
To the Twisted Village!
Without further ado, we will begin. It's all about that girl Paris took. I wish he'd just give her back.
Or you could put down your arms and let her people take her back.
Those are not his orders.
But he's a dick.
Attendees, when they went, they were part of two different families, and it was kind of like a Romeo and Juliet type of scenario. So they could root for their own team during the performances. One of the performances came to a big battle scene, so everybody actually had interacted in a battle as part of it too. I'd say where Fishbon fits in is that we are this little hideaway. We are this underground scene that occasionally surfaces again, and we go underground again. But it's kind of a weird community that you kind of hear about, you hear inklings about. So there's this air of mystery that's involved in our productions.
Look at that! Beautiful! The audience is gonna love this!
This year, for 2019, we have sort of taken the interactive theater and gotten a little bit more ambitious. Our production is called the San Pesky Legends International Film Festival.
Rick Derringer is here tonight. Is that exciting?
Oh my God.
Big Rick Derringer fan over here.
No, Sharma Daly, not Rick Derringer. No, I think just continue, just keep on going. I'm sorry, you're just
getting dark out here.
People that attend, they'll get to see a red carpet ceremony.
The stars are about to arrive.
We're gonna see the stars.
Oh my goodness, it's our executive director, Mr. Dean McGaff. You are looking absolutely fabulous. Who are you wearing?
Oh, well, you know, what I am wearing is a Tom Toyota for those who cannot afford Tom Ford.
Oh, yes, the more affordable version. Yes, yes. And of course, you might notice the ribbons here, folks. Can you say a few words about why the Paisley Ribbon Foundation is such a good fit for this festival?
The Paisley Ribbon Foundation is so important to the festival. They look for people who need help, and they bring the help.
So rare these days, so rare.
So much.
Sharma Daly is here, the star of Not Without My Handbag, star of Shot for Mercy, Rick Derringer. You have had such a storied career, so many films. Is it difficult being a celebrity having to deal with these kinds of unique and specialized security needs?
Reach, I'll protect you!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Welcome to the 69th annual San Pesky Legends International Film Festival.
So during the event, we had Q&A panels.
The Guatemalan possum frog, is that an endangered species?
Oh yes, it's so endangered. I brought them all with me tonight.
Oh.
We had like crazy, like super pretentious films that were presented. We had director panels.
Bonsoir. I've gone beyond black and white. At this point, I have dropped the white and simply shoot in black.
So we had a foundation called the Paisley Ribbon Foundation that had a nice table there.
Rick, I was going to mention I can't but notice that you are wearing that Paisley ribbon.
Everybody could speak at length about this foundation.
I want to be as clear about this as possible. The more people who are aware, the greater our chances are of solving the problem.
But nobody actually says what the foundation does.
Many of us are members of families. Or we know people who are.
Yes.
It would be a big mistake to say that this doesn't affect all of us.
The arc of the story of the night was there's one director that's receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award, and people find out that he's going to be filming one last film. And so all these actors want to roll in the final film, and so they kind of like try to sabotage each other's chances of getting this one role.
I need something from here, but it's locked. I need that.
We're trying to blur the lines between the stage and the audience.
I did what I needed did you do?
Video of me opening the door and you barging in.
The actors will start sucking them into their drama because the actors are gonna like recruit attendees to do these secret missions and sneak around the property. It's where people have to sneak into dressing rooms and find incriminating evidence and sabotage the careers of the other actors. The audience helps further the plot along. If the audience doesn't fulfill the missions, we're kind of stuck until that happens. And so all our actors have to be trained at pulling performances and pulling motivation out of the guests that come. And that's interactive theater.
Thank you.
A little bit dramatic, but I appreciated it. It was nice to see the behind the scenes of the stars.
I was trying to figure out who was who, what was what, who was an actor, who wasn't.
There's not a single person tonight who's getting paid to do what they do here. It's just for the love of creation.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. Thank you.
When it's hot in the desert, 150 degrees, you'll be swimming in pools of dirty martinis. You got to have a little bit of stardust in your eyes.